With the multi-factor authentication requirements of logging into Salesforce, let's take a look at how we can achieve that with LastPass Business Edition and the time-dependent password, so the one-time password. So I have an account here in Salesforce. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And you can see at first time in, I'm not prompted for any type of multi-factor authentication. So I'm going to go ahead and add my user and my password into LastPass. So I do have an account set. And now I'm going to go over, I was logged in the same org as an administrator. And I've created this permission set already. So it's a MFA permission set. If I come down here into system permissions, this is the area where the multi-factor authentication, so if we look multi-factor authentication for user interface logins, you can also set that up for API logins as well. So I'm going to go to assignments. I already have it assigned to my administrator account. I'm going to add a second version of me in here and assign that in. I'm done there, so I don't need this anymore. Let's go ahead and log out. So we'll go ahead and log in. And what you see now is you have an option to connect Authenticator. That's the first way you're prompted. But I'll go ahead and see, we'll look if we say choose another verification method. You can pick use Authenticator or use verification codes. So I'm going to use verification codes. And this is where I'm now prompted for some information. All right, so the other thing I want to do before I go back to LastPass is I'm going to say I can't scan the QR code, in which case it gives me this key. So let's go ahead and take this key. Now what we can do in LastPass, you can open up your information about that particular site. Now remember, this is a business account, and you won't see this if you're in a personal account. And there's an option for one-time passcode management. You do have to go to account, enable it. Once you enable it, it's going to say, all right, I want to enter my secret key. So that's going to take that code that you have from a particular site. Go ahead and activate it. And what that'll do is it'll start generating one-time passwords for you. So if you look here, well, now you have a one-time password. So let's go back to our other window. And what we can do is we can take that one-time passcode, put it in, connect, and now what I have is I have that built in. So every time that I go ahead and log out, and if I try to log back in, I'm going to be prompted for that one-time passcode. And you can do it a couple ways. You can have the LastPass open. You can use the icon inside of the browser. So if you do that, if I show this again, you can see the passcode is changing. It changes every 30 seconds. But from the drop-down, if you actually look for one of your particular orgs here, what you can do is you can actually copy the password, the verification code, put it in. In this case, it expired before I got it in, but that's the idea, is you can access it in several different ways in order to have access into Salesforce. So just an example of how you can use LastPass with Salesforce's multi-factor authentication.